Well, hello. Do I need to... hang on a minute. Testing, 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 testing. Alright, that does get louder if I move the dial. Apparently I need to crank this thing on the back of my microphone way up in order to make the mic levels go high enough that them getting drowned out by the rest of the audio won't be a problem. That's exciting. Not really, it's more of a nuisance, but sometimes I need words to complete things. But apparently I will still not be able to come up with anything to fill the sudden void that comes. And I'm certainly distracted by something, but anyway, oh gracious. Anyway, let me see. So now that I am actually finished with the Arkham series, which admittedly took quite a while longer than I kind of had projected. Or rather, that is what I would say if I had anything projected, but I didn't. But I guess I'm just used to stuff taking less time. I think it is time for me to bring about something that I've been wanting to do for a while. And in order to see if I will be able to do this successfully, I need to go to OBS and hope that this works, which I don't imagine. Alright, well, it shouldn't, given that I'd tried this in the past and it did work then. Also, I guess I'm turning that thing on. And then clicking on this thing and assuming that it's going to show me what I'm expecting. Alright, yes.
Square Enix.
Without any complications, which apparently it will. I did not remember that logo thing had a voice clip.
Dissidia. Duodecim.
This either. Mostly because I usually just use the warp drive speed to rush through the intro, but yes. This is Dissidia Duodecim, aka the Final Fantasy fighting game. Which I guess I have a few things to say about, but alright. But for all intents and purposes, I guess, well, actually I haven't really thought about this. Well, I played the game. I played, actually, because I was not aware of how this was structured, I played the other one first, the one that was Dissidia without a subtitle. Which is still a pretty unusual name, but not quite as much. And then I played this one, and the reason I did that is because I did not realize that this is like Castlevania 64 and Castlevania Legacy of Darkness, where if you get the updated, or for that matter, you know, something more recent, Final Fantasy Theater Rhythm and Theater Rhythm Curtain Call, which in the case of the latter, it's pretty much the same game, except it has more stuff in it, so if you have a conservative mindset, it might not be necessary at all to play the previous one, but fortunately, it does give you an option to import your saves from the previous game, so you don't have to redo all the crap from that. You do have to redo some of it, but not too much, but something that is kind of curious about this game is that it went way out of its way to make a story with all kinda, but not really justifying all the Final Fantasy characters, you know, being in one place. Which I don't think any other fighting game that does that has really done. Or at least not to this extent. Because if you remember, well, you have the story mode of Smash Bros. Brawl, for example, where it's not really verbal at all, but you can still kind of tell what's going on, and there's a really vague justification for what's going on, and maybe stuff like, I don't know, Mortal Kombat versus DC. But I don't think they have this many things dedicated solely to justifying that and, you know, elaborating on it. Oh, not quite there yet. There we go. And quite fortunate that is, because as it happens, what I intend to do right now is go through all of them. So might as well get started. I hope the
Cosmos, the goddess of harmony.
rendering mode doesn't give me any problems.
Chaos, god of discord.
Actually, wait a minute, let me check that real quick. Is that set to the correct thing? It is, I thought. That was the good one. What about this? Because I'm seeing some jittering. Okay, that looks
divine
fine, I
powers
suppose.
locked in an endless struggle, each seeking to reign supreme. Long has the
So here we
world
go.
laid
I
stage
actually have
to
no
their
idea
violent
just how long
conflict.
this is going to end up being, but
Now
that's
at
why I
peace,
started at this hour, I
now
guess.
teetering on the verge of annihilation. But never for a moment striking a balance between the two. The scars of war run deep across the realm.
Also, you might have noticed there's a couple of things missing
Battles
because
rage on. A tempest the eons cannot quell.
they're from a certain set of
However,
post-game things that I could not be arsed to actually go through just for this, but I'll address those. Also, yeah, this assembles, well, the original core game, I suppose, assembles the characters, or a pair of characters from every Final Fantasy game up to 10. And then Duodecim, well, not counting the two hidden characters that are also in the first game, which are from 11 and 12. And then Duodecim adds a few more characters from those games, and also Lightning from 13. But I don't think those are going to be pain or mind. Didn't quite remember if this was going to be the same scene. That I think was used in trailers for the first game, but I suppose not, because I already saw a couple at least of characters that are only in this updated version. Probably more because I wasn't paying attention, and I'm pretty sure Kane already came up. Someone should probably play Final Fantasy X sooner than later. Since that's one of the games that I should be able to emulate now without any problems that I've never gone through before. Same with 12, but I guess I don't need to do that to be confused about what's going on in the story, but yeah, I don't know if you remember, Mick, but there's an actual justification for the number in, 12 as how it relates to this thing. But now let's see. I actually have no idea how this is going to work, given that chronological order does not necessarily match order of
and goodbye.
Things making sense.
This is where scholars can further enjoy the pursuit of knowledge in peace as a reward. It is not a place where plebeians like you should enter of your own accord. Oh, there's no need to pout. You say that you're trapped and know not the way out. You can curl up and die here, or make it a tad further, and I may lend you my ear.
Yeah, I've never played 11, and I doubt I ever will, given what it is.
A fairly decent job, even with all the fuss. I hereby score you a solid B-. And now for your promised reward, a special private lesson at a price you can afford. And by special, I mean very much so. You would cry tears of joy.
Yeah, I think Gruntilda did better, but I would say something
Not
about
too bad for someone who could barely handle my
the
powerful
context
magic.
here, but
A little bit of work, and maybe your days as a total loser won't be so tragic.
get the feeling that some of the later
But enough
cutscenes
of
gonna wanna do that
I've
for
more
me, so
pressing matters at hand. A date with a lad named Chaz, or was it one of his lackeys? Gabrand? Some brute with armor covering his chest has challenged me to a duel. A bloodfest. It's been too long since the last war I won. I can tell you right now, it will be fun. Oh, and by the way, keep your eye out for the mysterious cavernous maws. You don't know where you'll end up after getting trapped in one's jaws. Or perhaps on the matter of how you arrived here, we've finally found the cause? Now, don't forget all that you've learned. And on that note, class is adjourned.
alright. I don't think she much cares for poetic meter, though. Oh yeah, here's the other dude, that's a
Just another
secret.
stray being played with by the gods. No
Which
matter.
I guess happens
Choose
first in the
path you wish
chronology.
to take.
Or just outside of it, but I don't even
All
know.
paths lead to the same end anyway. You keep fighting, and die like a dog. Very well. I am the Judge Magister. As Hell's watchdog, I shall judge whether or not your life is worth living. Go.
Is she gonna do one for every
Straight
character,
ahead
or
is the
okay, never
exit.
mind.
Or rather the entrance to the battlefield. You know this, and still you would leave. Then allow me to give you one last word. What must be defended is inevitably lost. You will know despair and emptiness. But remember, surrender to despair, and you will be no more than a pathetic dog. Never cast away hope, and live on with pride. Don't ever become like me.
Okay, Naegi. Now this I don't really recognize. I think this is from that, yeah. That scenario I did not bother to finish. Or apparently a moodless ruler of hell.
Well, well, what do we have here? Has one of our dastardly opponents finally deigned to appear? Such reckless behavior to charge in here alone. I admire your heart, but your head must be of solid bone. Since a fight you cannot win is a fight you should avoid. I would have feigned ignorance had you stayed trembling in the shadows, but you're just begging to be destroyed.
Stay out of my way. Putting an end to pointless conflict is the only reason I'm here. There is no future for the bystander.
Of course. The future is for one to take by brute force.
So you are the last line of defense?
The last and best.
You put on a brave face, but it is time to quit the field, little one.
Oh, you underestimate a lady. Care to put me to the test?
You mean to stand and fight?
I do, and I might put the same question to you.
You're not playing along.
Now I see. You are a wielder of magics. Very well, you shall have no mercy from me. Prepare yourself. Your journey to the afterlife will be swift.
Yes, yes, do your worst and all that. Strong words will count for naught once I've crushed you flatter than flat. So striking and tall. I think I'll incinerate you, pretty armor and all. I
Apparently we're not
must say,
quite done
this
yet.
is quite a disgrace. The nerve of those chaos losers just strolling on in like they own the place.
And what else do we got?
And where is that troublesome waif? There's no need to patrol to the ends of the earth to keep the perimeter safe.
Hey, I'm back. You miss me, Doc? I mean, Dr. Shentoto? Thanks for holding down the fort.
A little politeness can go a long way. But honestly, Prish, where exactly did your patrol take you today?
Well, naturally, I was, making the rounds. Around and about.
The rounds. Oh, how simple that sounds. While you were out around and about, I enjoyed a visit from some armored lout. I don't know how, in an area so small, you failed to notice that walking steel wall. Let me ask you once more. Did it just strike your fancy to wander off and explore? I don't make threats. If there's no results by the time I'm done researching the ultimate spell, it's too late for regrets. Are you listening, Prish? I'll be more than happy to fry you along with the rest of the Chaos Fish. I'm not done with you!
Wow, keep your tunic on, will ya? Next time, I'll bring you back something nice. You like souvenirs, right?
Mark my words, you insolent pup. Shirk your duty again, and your number is up.
And there goes Prish, another character I have no idea about because I never played 11.
I know that presence. It must be him. Long have I waited for this, but
Also Gilgamesh, who's like the one character whose recurrence is actually
that's my
justified.
line.
Never seen this guy before.
Let's see, he's only got 2 arms. Nope, me either.
Oh yeah, Gilgamesh was
What do
in
you
9.
mean, only? Like if I had extra limbs, you'd suddenly recognize me as somebody else?
But he looked very cartoony compared
It
to
appears
this.
I have misjudged my exit point. Good day.
What's up with that guy?
Hey! Sorry for the wait. Did I miss something?
Hey Bart, there was a big scary guy here. Red Hood. You know him?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Huh. Then I guess that means no one knew him.
Come on, let's get a move on. That guy is long gone.
I'm pretty sure he said Bart's. Or something like that. Maybe I'm hearing things.
Right, now I'm kind of curious. Hang on a minute. Before I continue with this, actually, hang on. Just a second. That was... that one. And then this one was about to begin. And there's a couple here that are pretty much the only ones I haven't actually gotten, but I can show a small fraction of that if I go to the ports, because there's 2 short stages here that I have not beaten. But they each get introduced within those cutscenes.
I'm getting pretty bored of this world. The only place I haven't seen is that Chaos guy's lair. Huh? Something weird around here. Not an enemy, but not exactly a friend either.
Also, I'm pretty sure this is where one of the really vague plot points that this has gets introduced. Or even alluded to in any clear way.
Whoa! What the hell? Is that a person? Hey! Hey, you awake? You got a name? Where'd you come from? You're not one of Chaos's goons, are you?
Chaos?
But you're not one of Cosmos's chosen either. Never laid eyes on you before.
Cosmos.
The only folks I've seen who don't belong to either side are the Moogles. And you don't look like a Moogle.
This can't be. That man.
Garland? Damn, I was hoping for someone interesting. What are you mumbling about?
An agent of Cosmos. You cannot know what you've stumbled across. If you value your miserable hide, now is the time to tuck tail and run.
Never gonna happen. You think you can just show up and steal my prize away from me? I hate to say it, but my life is on the line. If I don't take this guy back, both you and me are in for a world of hurt.
I tire of your meaningless babble. If you insist, I will have no choice but to remove you by force.
Yeah, maybe not.
This warrior is beyond your comprehension. Be gone!
Like hell! Fighters, keepers, losers, leaders!
See, the thing is, I don't even think I have anything equipped, so... Actually, let me check one thing. It's like a 10 level difference, or not. Never mind. Recommended level for this is 50, which I'm not quite at, but... Yeah, I don't think this is happening. Because the gameplay does this has a very specialized sort of dynamic, which is get the numbers down while the guy you're fighting and then hit them on attack that has that much strength. But you also need to...
Damn it! Damn it all to hell!
To realize that the character you're playing as is Charlton Heston apparently, and then give up. So that's... Well, I think what that leads into, if the stuff I've read and seen is to be believed, is that basically the Warrior of Light is a mannequin, which is not something that has quite come up yet, but is an alternative...
Something wrong? Can't believe your own eyes, is that it?
encounter between Bartz and Gilgamesh.
Worm.
Gilgamesh! I never thought I'd see you alive again.
The last time we met, I was banished to the Rift
as you looked on slack-jawed. But as you can see, it could not hold me. Oh no, I have returned! My exile is at an end!
Wow, you're one tough cookie.
Many were the trials I faced, and the battles I fought. And now, at the last, I stand here before you. I have dreamed of this moment. There is no turning away from this, our fated duel.
No argument here. Single combat. May the best man win.
I expected no less from my chosen rival. Steel yourself! For I am not the Gilgamesh you remember!
And Gilgamesh is only level 1, so yeah, this ain't happening.
How long I have waited for this chance! At last, let battle be joined!
That's what our temperature is supposed to look like.
No excuses there!
Like he does in the game, and by the game I mean Final Fantasy V. Yeah. Well, I expected him to initiate the maneuver, but I guess not. That would have been the things as well, but it would have taken longer. I didn't even know why he had the X-Gauge full there, but it's not like it makes a difference. Alright. Now let's see how that didn't happen, I suppose. Actually, wait a minute. I forgot. I need to pick continuous. There we go.
Where am I?
Well,
I'm pretty sure I have
Martz,
everything past that
we
point,
meet
so
again.
now I just sit back.
Who are you? Okay. Weird.
Something wrong? Can't believe your own eyes, is that it? Don't tell me you've forgotten my name, you sniveling worm. I should not be surprised to find you speechless. The last time we met, I was banished to the Rift as you looked on slack-jawed. But as you can see, it could not hold me. Oh no, I have returned! My exile is at an end!
Well, good for you.
No, this has not been an easy journey. I have crossed blades with strange opponents more times than I can count. I almost surrendered myself to a life in the Rift. But there was one who awaited my return to the living. That fragile thought sustained me as I drifted in darkness. Many were the trials I faced, and the battles I fought. And now, at the last, I stand here before you. I have dreamed of this moment. There is no turning away from this, our fated duel.
I'm not sure I followed all that rambling, but I guess that means he wants to fight me? All right. Sounds like fun. Challenge accepted.
I expected no less from my chosen rival. Steel yourself! For I am not the Gilgamesh you remember!
It's 1-on-1!
Let us finish this! I see you too have been honing your skills. It matters not. Now you shall witness my true strength!
Whoa, hey, I'm witnessing something. Look at yourself.
Huh? You think to distract me with a simple trick? My dear Bartz, you have much to...
I'm dead serious. Take a look. You're starting to fade out or something.
Fade out? Huh? What? No! Some sinister effect of the rift? No! Not again! I'm not going back there! Stop! Wait! I beg you!
Hey, whoa!
I'll be back! I promise you! I shall return!
Gilgamesh has been like
He's
a
gone. Something about him seems familiar.
recurring gag character since
If he's gone
5.
back to that rift place, then I guess we'll meet again at some point.
Since the last
Probably.
scene of him in that game is him, falling into the rift between worlds. So there's an actual
Oh, hey, flowers are still
justification
blooming,
for him
even
being
in a
able to
place
show
like
up
this.
pretty much everywhere.
In a place like this, it was probably put there. Could be some kind of a trap.
Then it's a pretty clever one. Look, it's perfectly safe.
It's like I can't quite remember if the
A flower.
people from...
Certainly a rare sight.
Well, I think
This
there's...
bloom,
It's a
what is it
case-by-case
called?
thing, but
The name of the flower, you mean?
if the
Well,
characters in this
I'm
can
no
remember
expert,
what
but
happened...
I think that's a wild rose.
It's
Yeah, the
just a
game said they're
stupid
from.
rose. Where'd he get Wild Rose from? He's making stuff up
A
now.
wild rose?
guess in some cases it doesn't
Yeah, so I thought.
make
Why?
sense if they
What is
remember
it?
after the end, but...
Nothing. It's just...
Especially with
I
some of
just
the
feel like I've
villains,
heard
but...
those words somewhere before. It's so frustrating. As if the memory is floating out of reach.
I think some of them are supposed to know each other, but some
I'll
of
tell
them
you
don't,
what.
either
Why don't you
for
hold on
plot
to it,
reasons.
May I?
Sure, maybe it'll pull some memories out of hiding.
I remember
Here,
using that...
Don't drop it now.
Thank you, Laguna.
Pick the right phrase to tell
yeah,
people
yeah,
thing
don't
in Final
expect
Fantasy
dinner and a
II.
date. Okay, let's rest up here and... Where is everyone anyway?
A good question. They can't be far. I'll see what's keeping them.
Thanks. Don't forget to come back!
Wild Rose. He's got Firion totally believing it.
Yeah, he's pretty interesting.
Interesting.
All of them are. Don't you think so? These guys carry weapons right out of a fairy tale, not to mention the magic they can use. They've got armor like I've never seen. And one of them even has a tail. Oh yeah, the tail guy? He sure wasn't happy when I yanked on it. That thing is real.
You yanked on it?
Think about it. We'd never have met these people if all this hadn't happened. Gotta take the chance to get to know them. Yep, expand our horizontals.
Horizontals? I think he means horizons.
Well, you're kind of a mystery yourself, especially since you barely string more than 3 words together. How do you expect to make any friends?
This is a battlefield. Why do I need to make friends? Why get to know each other when we're all headed back to our own worlds anyway?
Oh, please. You can't be serious. For a grown man, that's kind of naive.
If it's not forever, there's no point getting close to anyone. That's not what I meant.
Listen, even if we lived in the same world, there'd come a time when life would pull us apart. It's not a reason to avoid people. Even if it's someone you love more than life itself. That time will come. There's no guarantee you'll even get to say goodbye. But before that happens, you get to be together, right? You can't just waste all that potential for a rewarding relationship. Squall, do you see what I'm saying? You gotta forget about the stuff you can't change and enjoy the now. I guess what I mean is, let's try to get along.
Yes, this is very anime.
This guy's got serious problems.
I think there's more to come.
Hey,
Also, to go
something
straight
wrong?
from Final
You seem
Fantasy
kind of down
VI.
again today. Actually, you've been kind of down for a while now. If you've got a problem, just spit it out. Wait, don't tell me. You're still stewing over the other day. Training getting a little rough for you? You gotta let that stuff go.
Also, I don't know why what the deal is with the Onion Kid in this. Or why they chose to write him like that, I guess. Since I'm pretty sure that around the time this came out, they did the updated version of Final Fantasy III, where the characters actually have names.
Once you're older, then you could show that
and
guy
they don't
his
start
boss.
out as Onion Knights.
And when that time comes, you'll have no trouble taking anything he can throw at you. Vaughn, just keep that in mind is all I'm saying. So, you feeling better now?
You really don't get it.
Look at you two. Always thick as thieves. It's almost like you guys are brothers or something.
You've got it all wrong, Laguna. We're not almost like brothers. We're exactly like brothers, right?
Sucks to be us, huh?
You know, I think I'm getting used to it. When you're stuck with a brother like that, what else can you do?
I suppose I should just let it go.
Firion, something wrong?
I also have no idea how they move
Cecil.
between the stages, since...
It's nothing.
Your expression tells a different tale.
Well, I
You were
guess...
staring at Light. Is it about her?
No, not exactly.
would bring up the travel
Too shy to
system
start
from
a
the story
conversation?
mode, but I think
This
that
has
just
nothing
raises
to do
more
with being
questions.
shy.
Light!
Just game mechanics,
don't call
that's
her
the
over.
explanation.
Seems young Firion here wants a word with you. Would you be so kind?
Oh boy.
With me? What is it, Firion?
That is to say,
Yes?
I would prefer to discuss this with Lightning alone. Oh dear. It's not what you think.
Oh, of course, of course. I shall take my leave.
You're taking this the wrong way. Forget it. There's nothing to talk about.
Well, Firion.
Light, may I speak with you?
You know, I'm starting to wonder if you ever will. Spit it out already.
Well, but he has time to
You see, it's
look
a
at the
thing of
fake
mine you
clouds.
picked up.
Something of yours? You mean this?
Yes! I'm so glad you haven't thrown it away.
How long have you had
So
that?
it was yours, huh? Why didn't you just tell me?
You're right, of course. I wasn't sure how to ask. I mean, a grown man asking for his flower back. Feels a little silly.
Never would have guessed it belonged to you. Here, take it then.
Thank you. Thank goodness.
That flower, it's important to you, huh?
Yes. Well, I couldn't say for certain. Roses are not exactly my field of expertise. However, when I heard the name of the flower spoken, I felt a connection, like hearing the name of a long-lost friend. I've been unable to forget about it since... Listen to me. The great warrior and his precious rose.
You should hang on to it. It might be the key you need. Who cares what other people think?
Light.
Just promise me one thing. Once you have all your memories back, can you give it back to me?
Huh?
That flower.
Oh my god,
I
it's
think
getting
it means
darker.
something to me too. I keep seeing an image of its petals dancing in the air. That's why I couldn't throw it away. Just like you, I feel the connection, but don't have the memories to explain it.
It is the key for us both.
So like I said,
Okay.
you hold on to it. Keep it safe for me, will you, Firion?
Weren't you supposed to be like the... You know, the first Doctor in Doctor Who, where a complete...
I will. I promise you.
You're a complete nihilistic shitlord until the end of the first story, and then all of a sudden you like making sense. Also, I guess you can...
Hello.
Actually, on a moment, let me try changing the rendering mode back to buffered now that it's past the pre-rendered stuff and see if that fixes
Back
the
so
darkness
soon from
problems.
the
I guess it did.
travels cloud? Did you go battle your nemesis and claim glorious victory?
Guess you could have a different interpretation of Tyrion's character if you remember that. If you go by the game mechanics of 2, he equates self-harm with self-improvement.
All of a sudden you find yourself dragged to this sorry place, and all of a sudden, a familiar face appears before you. Not a friend, no, an enemy whom you have no choice but to fight. A misguided prank of fickle gods. The person doesn't matter, only the connection. Even if that person is not the enemy you once hated.
Even if that person was never an enemy to begin with, right?
But if you do nothing, your enemy falls prey to one of the others.
Or have
Can you
different
live
outfits
with
in
that?
this.
And what about you, Kuja? You're decided? You're not gonna fight anyone?
Why fight when the outcome is so obvious? We warriors are simply singing the same tune over and over. Even without my voice, the hymn praising chaos will not skip the smallest note.
But still, isn't there one here you once called an enemy?
Him?
Yeah,
Oh,
that
it
looks
no
like something
longer
Nomura
matters
might
what
have
happens to
designed.
that one. All the encounters and memories in this world, none of it counts for a thing. If I'm to treasure any memories at all, I shall content myself with those I brought with me. Well, Cloud, I believe it's time I was going. Who knows when some eager hero will appear and start clamoring for a duel? Perhaps you should be on your way as well. If someone sets their sights on you, then quiet time is over.
Yeah, you're probably right. And Kuja?
Yes?
Those memories you have, I hope you manage to keep them.
We are far from being friends, but I suppose it does no harm for me to wish the same for you.
What's this? The brooder and the narcissist having a heart-to-heart? Oh, this is rich. So rich it gives me gas. Gives me gas, I say. And I give it back. This won't do. These pitiful little poppets, letting their precious past prevent them from properly participating. Memories are never meaningful, and to fall captive to such a thing, such a waste. Aha! I am furnished with a thought. For these irretrievably, pathetically wretched excuses for intelligent beings, I shall extend a personal favor.
Alright. Well, there's some fuckery going on with everyone's memories. And that just doesn't just extend to being pulled into a strange world.
I am your enemy. That is all you need to know.
Apparently, some of them also interfered with one another.
Yes. Now fight me. Provide me with some challenge before you die.
And well, the original premise for the first Dissidia was that there are, 12 people on each side, but...
Thanks to you, I seem to have regained much of what I'd forgotten. And yet, there must be more.
What do the extra characters in this
What would happen if I cut you down? Would your
the balance
serve
isn't
to
quite
unlock
there. I
even
think there's more
deeper
heroes and
memories?
villains.
It's worth a try, don't you think?
But some of them end up changing
Sephiroth,
sides, I
stop!
think. Before this...
A little late to the party.
prequel part is finished, or after it.
No!
Like, I'm pretty sure in this pre-main game chronology, Cloud is supposed to be
blade
evil.
against me.
For
Very
some
well.
reason.
You leave me little choice.
Inject, who hasn't shown up yet, is good.
That's enough. For now. There will be time later to take your life in trade for this betrayal.
Hey, thanks for helping me out back there.
It's no big deal.
No, really. I thought I was a goner.
So, hey, my name's Tifa. You're one of Cosmos's warriors too, huh?
Actually, no. I'm on the other side.
Wait, so you fought one of your allies? Why?
I felt like it.
You felt like it?
Yeah.
Let me get this straight. You rescue your enemies when the mood strikes you?
Something like that.
Guess it would make sense for warriors of chaos to be a little unpredictable. Still surprises me, though. Speaking of which, you haven't told me your name.
I'm Cloud.
Cloud.
Seriously now.
Oh, sorry. So, Cloud, are you... I mean, do we know each other? I can't remember much of anything from before all this, but when I heard your name, I thought we might...
No, I've never met you before.
No, huh? Sorry, but, girls gotta ask. Anyway, thanks again for saving my skin. The way you showed up and fought that guy off, it was a pretty cool thing to watch. You were like a hero, charging in to save the girl. Chaos and Cosmos. Since you're one of Chaos's chosen warriors, I guess that means we'll have to fight each other eventually.
I guess so.
I don't know if I can bring myself to think of you as an enemy.
Well, you sure better try. Once you start second-guessing, you're done for.
Huh.
We're enemies no matter how you look at it. We have to fight. But for now, you should head back and join your friends before I have another change of heart.
Huh?
I'm not in a fighting mood today. Go. You should leave while you still have the chance.
Before you change your mind?
Yes.
Cloud? Will I see you again?
I don't know.
You will. But the next time we meet, we'll be as enemies. I won't go easy on you.
Thanks for the warning.
Once your memories return, you'll lose the will to fight, just like I have. So, before that can happen, I have to act.
Hey there, Sir Stands Alone.
So here's the other guy that switches
Was there
sides.
something? Nah, nothing in particular. Just saw you over here all by your lonesome, thought you might need some company.
How touching.
I wouldn't go that far. But since I'm here anyway, we need to chat about a thing or two.
More of your memories have returned?
Ah, no, nothing like that. It has to do with right now, with allies, with trust, with you. Now don't go getting all grim on me. It ain't that serious. To put it bluntly, choosing to spend all this time by yourself ain't making you popular.
I wasn't trying.
It's not so much what you're trying or not trying to do. It's more how it looks to all the others. Especially the younger ones. They take your actions the wrong way. If you let them simmer for too long, there'll be trouble.
There's been talk.
The things I've heard, man, you have no idea.
Is this some kind of jest?
Too obvious, huh? Okay, so that last bit was a joke. Nothing's really happened yet, but still. That doesn't change the fact that everyone's worried.
Worried? For me?
I don't have all the answers. Though it'd help if you tried to fit in a little more. Maybe add to the banter, join in the laughter. That's all it'd take to put their little minds to rest. Well, I said all I came here to say. Guess I'll be off.
Jacked.
Yeah?
Your concern. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
Thanks, Mom.
Hey, Tifa? You figure they all made it to Cosmos by now?
I guess they could
You
have.
know, the thing is, I don't really remember
must be
what's
tired,
supposed
huh?
to be happening
Of
during
course
this
Laguna led us down the scenic road. I don't know what you were thinking.
preliminary
Yeah, I could have sworn this was the quick route.
set of things.
Guess not.
Yeah, guess not.
Well, it
I think
can't
this is
really
actually
be
the
that much
first
farther from here, can it?
cutscene you see in
I think I've seen
the
this
actual
place
game,
before.
or one of the first.
Right? See there? Yuna knows what's up. We went a little out of our way, but we're still on track. No need to complain.
Yuna, you ought to let him know what you really think. It's for his own good.
Lightning. Time to stop sulking.
Who's sulking?
Had Laguna not taken charge, we might well never have made it this far. Perhaps his words were mostly false, but even so, they moved us, and that's why we're here.
I know that. Thanks for the refresher. Kane. Cosmos called us again. Why do you suppose that is?
Who knows?
I intend to win this fight. I win, and I get my memory back. I get to go back home.
Do you really want to go
I
back
keep
there?
telling myself that, just like everyone else. But you know, now that I've been here a while, sometimes I have to wonder if winning really means we'll get to go back home at all. If it might be that winning won't change a thing. I can't help but wonder.
What's this? Is it really possible our Lightning's as human as the rest of us?
What?
Look, we've all got our worries, but we're trying to do what we can. You gonna lead us now? Or are you leaving that up to me?
Anything but that.
Don't sweat it. We'll figure something out. Long as we stay alive, things are bound to work out, right?
I trust our once wayward guide. He speaks from experience.
Thanks.
Shall we then? Relax. Our battle will not be ended so easily.
No, that it won't.